Tell you guys, I absolutely botched my take yesterday when I did a take on Kentavious Caldwell-Pope getting a 3-year, $40 million contract. I completely forgot about the fact that we had his bird rights and, well, we had the money to give him that raise. So I apologize to you guys. I'm not 100% perfect. And when you're making like 9 videos in a 2 to 3 day span, from time to time, you just tend to mess up. So I apologize for that. And I just wanted to clear that up to my loyal Mike Mafia members that watch each and every one of my videos. If you're one of those individuals, tell me in the comment section down below so I can say what's up. Now, before we get to the content, just want to let you guys know we release channel memberships on this channel. If you want to go the extra mile to support me further as a creator, there's 3 different tiers which you could support me with memberships, whether you want to be a Mike Mafia soldier, underboss, or a Mike Mafia Don. If you don't, then it's all good. I'm just happy that you're here. On top of that, we do gaming content on a different channel called Flight Mike TV and football content on a different channel called Microphone. Links to that is in the description down below. Now that we got all of that out of the way, cue the intro. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Guys, I owe you an apology because once again, I missed out on yet another huge piece of news last night when Serge Ibaka signed with the Los Angeles Clippers for the same amount that Montrezl Harrell signed with the Lakers for, which I had to miss as well due to personal issues. The personal issues are going to end after this week, guys. So I wanted to let you guys know from now on, I will be on top of each and every major piece of news for you guys. And I'd like to apologize once again to you guys. But for those of you guys that didn't know, the Clippers signed Serge Ibaka to the same exact contract that the Lakers signed Montrezl Harrell to. And I'm not going to lie, as a Laker fan, I kind of sweated this a little bit because, well, Serge Ibaka brings defense, Serge Ibaka brings shooting, Serge Ibaka is an ideal big man and an ideal piece to a championship contending team. And you could theoretically say that Ibaka could be used to potentially put some strain on Anthony Davis on the Los Angeles Lakers, but the Lakers weren't done wheeling and dealing today as they go and reacquire one of their core pieces that contributed to many championships in the earlier part of the decade by trying their best to go on a conquest to acquire Marc GASOL. For those of you guys that don't know, the Lakers originally drafted Marc GASOL in the 2nd round about a decade ago, had a trade package pretty much centered around Kwame Brown, Marc GASOL, Aaron McGee, a bunch of other pieces. It was like 12 years ago, to be honest, for Marc GASOL's brother, Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol won 2 championships with Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers, made it to 3 finals in total. Marc GASOL played for the Memphis Grizzlies for a little bit before getting traded to the Raptors 2 years ago and winning a championship with the Raptors. There's a lot of craziness that had to go down in order for the Lakers to acquire Marc GASOL. So the very first piece of info that we have here is Adrian Wojnarowski hits us with a crazy watch bomb saying that the Lakers are trading JaVale McGee to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And the entire trade is McGee and a future 2nd round pick is going to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Lakers are going to get back Alfonso McKinney and Jordan Bell in return for this trade for Marc GASOL. 2 very good high energy players. Jordan Bell is your classic lob threat and a pretty good defensive energy type player, although he typically hasn't cracked the rotation for any of the teams that he's been playing for recently. He's been more of a journeyman as of late ever since leaving Golden State. Regardless, it's still a good get for the Lakers because it's a nice little young player and a young piece you could put out there in the event that you need energy, you need defense, and you need rebounding. Jordan Bell's an ideal player. Don't get it twisted, man. The real reason why the Lakers traded for Jordan Bell and Alfonso McKinney is strictly for cap space reasons. I don't really imagine either of these players really logging in much minutes for the Lakers, and Adrian Wojnarowski even takes time to explain why the Lakers acquired these players and even traded JaVale McGee. And actually, this is according to Bobby Marks, who says the rationale behind the McGee trade is the 2nd year in Marc GASOL's contract. Signing a 1-year contract would have been a $1.6 million cap hit. Signing a 2-year deal in Los Angeles takes a full $2.6 million cap hit. A $1 million difference can go a long way when dealing with the hard cap. And also, Alfonso McKinney and Jordan Bell are on non-guaranteed contracts. So to make the money work, LA will need to guarantee at least part of their salary. So they're definitely going to be members of the Lakers. I just don't imagine them playing much. This is the role that they're filling for the Lakers in order to acquire Marc Gasol. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, this is a very typical and old-fashioned trade. Take on a contract and get a pick for doing so. You're a rebuilding team. You're not really trying to contend. It makes a lot of sense. The Lakers are clearly trying to dump JaVale McGee's contract so they could go after a bigger fish. And all of Laker Nation saw this coming, and looks like we were right, because the very next thing we hear from Adrian Wojnarowski is that the JaVale McGee trade clears the way for the Lakers to have the available money to sign Marc Gasol. And then literally a minute later, Adrian Wojnarowski tweets out that Marc Gasol is finalizing a deal to sign with the Los Angeles Lakers. Sources tell me and Zach Lowe NBA. Woj continues on and says Marc Gasol was drafted by the Lakers but had his rights traded to Memphis for his brother Pau before he ever played in an NBA game. Now he'll get a chance to help the Lakers win back-to-back titles. Toronto fans, I'm going to address you guys in a second because first of all, I want to tell you guys how huge of a get this is for the Los Angeles Lakers. I don't think you guys understand. Now, when you look at Marc Gasol's statistics, there's a very big reason why the Lakers would prefer Marc Gasol over JaVale McGee. And that's the fact that he brings defense to the Lakers, but on top of defense, he is a phenomenal floor spacing big man. He started picking this up during his 2017 season in Memphis, where he shot 3.6 three-pointers per game, and he was able to convert on 39% of them. And over the years, more recently, when he was with Toronto, he was able to convert on 39% of his threes when attempting at least 3.4 three-pointers per game. Now, that's not the only reason the Lakers are bringing him in. Although Marc Gasol isn't nearly the player that he once was during his prime years with Memphis, his best year being the 2016 to 2017 NBA season, Marc Gasol is still a remarkable defensive player to have on your team. As a matter of fact, during the year that he won an NBA championship with the Toronto Raptors, during his time split between the Memphis Grizzlies and the Toronto Raptors, Marc Gasol had a defensive box plus minus of 2.8. And last year, he was able to contribute 3 win shares. Now, I know what you guys might be thinking. Toronto Raptors fans might be really sad about losing Marc Gasol. No, I think if anything, you should be very, very happy about this, because take a look at this. You guys are replacing Marc Gasol with Aaron Baines, which is a younger, more defensive-oriented player, and a player that will fill a similar role to Marc Gasol. He's on a 2-year, $14.3 million deal. I think this is a phenomenal schematic fit for the Toronto Raptors as well. I think this is a home run for everybody involved. I think the Toronto Raptors are going to get a younger player that could contribute to their core a little bit as a role player in the future, and they're able to replace the production that Marc Gasol gave them. They're able to move on from an older player that is probably trying to chase a championship the same way his brother did about a decade prior, and it looks like the Lakers have the big men and the personnel that they want going into this season because, well, from here on out, you're going to probably have to fill out your roster with a bunch of veteran minimum contracts. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this move. Do you like the fact that the Lakers traded away JaVale McGee in order to free up space to bring on Marc Gasol? Because honestly, the only thing that kind of hurts me about this is I feel like JaVale McGee deserved a little bit of a better send-off, but I don't think he's really that sad considering the fact that, hey, he won a championship with the Lakers and he has a fairly successful YouTube channel as a result of it. So the Lakers starting 5 now is likely going to be LeBron James, Wesley Matthews, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Anthony Davis, and Marc Gasol. So they're going to commit to this defensive-oriented team that Frank Vogel has decided to carve an identity out of. So let me know in the comments